Hello, thanks for being in a new video. This time I have first impressions of the MSI Claw, a Windows handheld console with a lot of power. Let's get started. And look, here we have this one, which is the recently announced MSI Claw 8 AI. As I tell you, a portable console, although I personally consider it not so portable. But for those who want a lot more space for gaming, it can be an interesting product. Since it integrates an 8-inch screen in its diagonal, it is very large. And as you realize, it will also integrate joysticks with RGB lighting on both sides. Obviously, the grip is going to be quite comfortable. In fact, on the back, it will also feature some control elements, such as additional buttons, and obviously a fairly high cooling system to be able to cool the processor, which in this case will be Intel Core Ultra processors of the second generation, so it's practically having a pocket computer with a lot of power. As you notice, it also integrates front-facing speakers on these sides for stereo and fully directional sound. But what if before we take a look at the gaming experience, we take a look at the connectivity that we would find through the ports? For starters, we have volume controls. Then we are also going to find in this area the headphone jack, indispensable for a good gaming experience. Subsequently, we will find two USB-C ports. And finally, a micro SD card connector in addition to the power button. And note that we will find a cursor control directly with the left joystick. But obviously it's also going to be a full touchscreen, so there's not too much of a problem there. In addition, they include the MSI Center application where we can have our library of game libraries. And this bottom part will also show the games we have installed, but well, let's try directly some of these games. In this case, it is called Hi-Fi Rush. We are going to enter this game so you can see for yourself how well the execution of this content is. The truth is that I find that the console runs quite smoothly. Obviously, it will depend a lot on what games you have installed. In this case, being a demo unit, it only has 2 games installed, but notice how it really runs very smoothly. And obviously, the fact that it supports Windows is going to give us access to a fairly large catalog of games. So, that could become an important advantage over some of the other console alternatives that we might find on the market. You already know that I'm not an expert gamer, so that's why I'm constantly losing. But I'm trying to do my best. To tell you the truth, I don't know where I need to jump into this game specifically, but what you can see is that the experience is actually quite smooth, quite good. In fact, since last generation, we already found a very good experience. But in this case, as I said, the advantage or the difference is that we are going to have an even bigger screen compared to last generation. So it is a remarkably good alternative for those who want to enjoy a very extensive library of Windows games, but in this portable format without having to carry a laptop or anything like that, because it really does offer interesting features. In addition, in this case, we are also going to find a battery of 80 watt-hours. Remarkably larger than the last generation, which was 53 watt-hours. So there's a very important evolution with respect to what we see in this new generation, which will definitely prove to be super attractive to anyone who enjoys this execution of games in a portable way. So it joins the competition for being the best portable console against the Lenovo Legion Go and the Asus ROG Ally X. Personally, I have only had the opportunity to test the Asus ROG Ally, and it is slightly smaller. In this case, it does feel like a large console, and honestly, I find it quite an attractive product, I insist, for gamers. This console is expected to go on sale next year, but it has just been announced on an initial basis. It is still a product that is not 100% finished, but the truth is that it gives me a very good expectation. I don't consider myself a gamer, but it looks really good. For now, we have reached the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If it happens and you know, you can indicate it, and see you next time.